Hey, everybody. I hope that you guys can hear me. This is my first attempt at doing this conversation through the platform that I am on, which is a Restream. Oh, and look at that. It works. It's telling them that we are now live. I'm going to put my do not disturb on. It should already be scheduled, but we are a little bit early. So we are going to give people time to come into the room and be a part of the conversation. My special co host is especially excited today. We are going to get our introductions out of the way here in just a little bit. How was your day today?
Good.
Yeah. What was the best part about your day today?
Getting to see you pick me up and also having PJ day and also getting all that candy.
Yes, you did get quite a bit of candy. Last day of school. I don't know about you guys, but she is officially on her winter break. Tomorrow we leave and we head back to Tulsa, where she is going to have plenty of fun and plenty of excitement that await her.
Woo!
Really? Is that what we're doing today?
Woo!
So, mommy, I have these conversations once a week. And the purpose of these conversations is to just be able to share some insight and to be able to offer people assistance when they need, everybody in life is going through a growth journey. You're physically going through a growth journey, right? You're getting taller, your feet are bigger.
Puberty.
I didn't say it, you did. But, that's a part of the growth journey. Well, for mommy has gone through like an emotional and a spiritual growth journey, right? With everything that we've kind of gone through as a family and my relocation back to Tulsa, like that was all a part of it. What do you want to say?
We also have a lot of businesses, and I cannot even count any. We have my popsicle business, Cake Devils, Nickel Shredding Company.
Okay, well, this is not a plug for our businesses. Like this is just
I don't even know.
What space are we in now? What is this that mommy's doing? For which business is it?
Coaching.
What's the name of the business?
I don't know.
That's okay. Okay, so
You've never told me the name.
I have. Without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get this conversation tonight started. Hey, everybody. Let me first just say that there has been a lot of sad news in the media this week. So I really want to check and see, how is everyone feeling? Like, how are you doing? Are there any challenges or, just any things that are on your mind that you may need to get off your chest to have the opportunity to talk about? Or if your life is great and, you're continuing this good effort when it comes to your growth journey, feel free to let me know that too. Feel free to let me know also who I'm connecting with, or should I say who we are connecting with this time during the conversation. And like I said, I really am genuinely interested in how each of you that are joining me tonight are actually doing. I hope not only just you, but you and your family, everything is going well for each of you.
Fun fact about me.
Okay.
I love fidgets.
Okay.
I have a fidget ball.
She is a fidget. Layla, Okay, so we are now in week 3 of our conversation series, which is called Unlocking the 7 Secrets of Your Greatness. Over the last 2 weeks, we have discussed what greatness is not, as well as differentiating your vision from your goals. Do you know the difference between vision and goals?
I think so.
What do you think it is?
What you see in goals, what you set your mind to.
Oh, look at you. Okay.
I got it.
Well, that's a good interpretation of it. Greatness should be your ability to achieve what you choose to achieve with passion, excellence, and integrity. Vision enables you to set relevant goals and harness your determination and resolve to attain them. I kind of lost my co-host for just a little bit, but we're still going to keep this thing going. So if you are joining me right now into the conversation, we are just now getting started. Forgive the noise that you hear in the background. It's just my crazy child who will be coming to join me here in just a second. So just a moment ago, like I said, greatness should be your ability to achieve what you choose to achieve with passion, excellence, and integrity. Vision enables you to set relevant goals and harness your determination and resolve to attain them. I'm curious to know which of the two previous conversations sparked anything new for you. So you haven't been able to see any of my previous conversations. So this is a 7-part series because it's It's unlocking the 7 secrets of your greatness. Do you know how great you are?
A lot.
In what ways? Enlighten me.
The way you see me, the way I'm your child, and we both wear glasses.
That's great that we both wear glasses.
I have the same skin tone mixed in my thing with you, like you. And we both love each other. You're my mother, I'm your child. We both like watching movies. We both like chilling out, and we also like being cozy.
So all of those things are great, but my question is, do you know how great you are?
Not yet, because you have never told me.
So you feel like with mommy not having told you yet that you don't feel like you're great?
I do.
Okay, so if you feel like you're great, then what ways are you great? Have you sat down to think about it at any point?
Not yet.
Okay, so I'm giving her first set of homework, just like I give you guys in each of our conversations. Layla, I would like for you to sit down and think about the ways in which you feel you are great. And mommy will also take the time to start telling you more just how great I feel you are. Does that work?
Mm-hmm. You're giving me HW?
Yes, HW. There you go. You heard it here. She said it. So anytime you hear me say I'm giving you HW, that will be homework for you to be able to just dig deeper and dive more into whatever the topic is at that time to really be able to increase what you need to focus on when it comes to your growth journey. So like I said, I am curious to know which of the 2 previous conversations sparked anything new for you. Put hashtag greatness in the comments if you look at what greatness is as something more obtainable. Maybe your vision has been renewed and you see living the rest of your life in a whole new way. If so, put hashtag vision in the comments below. Layla and I will check that out and we will respond to anyone who does put the comments below. I am Nicole Latrice. I am the founder of The Working Progress.
Finally, you told me!
Which answers that question that you had earlier. At The Working Progress, I focus on 3 core areas to improve my clients' lives.
What are 3 core areas?
Well, if you let me do it, I'll tell you. The first one is mindset elevation. As a mindset elevation coach, I assist my clients with focusing on existing beliefs and patterns of thinking. I feel it is not enough to simply be aware of these things. Once you become aware of your beliefs and your patterns of thinking, then you have a decision about where you want them to take you. The second core area that I work and focus on is vision strategy. As a vision strategist, I am able to see how things can be done differently, and I love instigating change. As I mentioned before, it is not enough to simply be aware without making something happen with that awareness. As a vision strategist, I'm also exceptional at creating a vision and outlining the steps needed to achieve that vision. So you know how like mommy is such a planner?
Yo, you plan a lot of stuff. You want a Ferrari Roma and you already planned that.
Okay, but that's the thing. So that's a part of what being a vision strategist is. It's not enough to know that I want that car. I have to put certain things in place, certain goals, certain actions, and certain things that I know I need to hold myself accountable for in order to be able to do it. That's part of vision strategy.
And you also want to be a billionaire when you get older. And yeah, that's all I know about you for now.
Okay, so the third area that I help and assist my clients with is personal development. I aid my clients through personal development to realize their greatest potential and set themselves up for success. I do this by helping them to better understand their current state, meaning where they are and where they want to be in the future. I also recommend strategies for them to follow, and I help to keep them accountable. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the conversation. But before we do, I would officially like to welcome and introduce you to my wonderful guests for the night. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to meet my beautiful daughter, Layla Elizabeth Wright. Feel free to say hi. You can jump in and say something.
Hi.
Really? She's just interested in being silly. So this is the first time that Layla has actually been able to not only be involved in my live conversations that I host with you guys weekly, but also she's also been wanting to see what it's like. So I told her, what better way to see what it is that your mother does when it comes to her coaching space than to just be a part of it, right? Just jump right in.
But yeah. I call you Mom.
You call me
M-U-M.
You call me too many things. So one of the reasons why I feel it is very important for her not only to see what it is that I do, but to also be a part of it is because that is the part of swear. You're gonna get so many bloopers today. That is a part of all right. That is a part of the focus and the mission of the work in progress. And the work in progress, what we do is I work with Black moms and dads because I don't feel like it is enough to just focus on moms. Fathers are just as important in a child's life, no matter what the situation is, the dynamic between the family, as a mom is. So that is one of like the core foundations, the core pieces of who I reach out to, who I connect with. But I work with Black moms and dads to help them to break the cycle of cultural constraints, whether it is outdated parenting styles, whether it is outdated conversations, whether it is, just outdated ways of viewing who your child is, because each child is different. Maybe this is your first child, like this is mine. Like we are not without our challenges, right? We've had some things that we've had to overcome and work through. But the difference and the reason why I'm so passionate about putting this forward into a space where it can be seen is because it is beneficial to see other ways of doing things and being able to adapt them into your own practices. So like I said, these types of conversations, this type of space with having her here with me, even though she's like, right now, it is meant to really help to break the cycle of cultural constraints. I'm very big on having conversations with Layla that I didn't have as a child, and it was of no one's fault. It's just the time and the lifestyle and the focus was completely different. But I help Black moms and dads break the cycle of cultural constraints so that they can identify and live as their authentic self and empower their children to do the same. So that is also another reason why I feel it is very important for Layla to be a part of this conversation with me tonight, and to also listen to the information that I am giving, because it's three parts. Like, I'm saying it to you guys as being my audience for the evening. I'm saying it to her because this is a conversation that is truly beneficial for her, because she's growing up. She's starting to uncover her own passions and the things that she likes and the things that drive her. That's just like today.
Like soccer, painting, gymnastics, which I already know how to do a cartwheel, one-handed cartwheel, and a back handspring. But I need to learn how to do a front handspring. And I really like music, and my spirit animal is a wolf.
Okay, that's enough. We only have an hour. I'm not trying to go over on the people's
I'm
time.
mixed with
Layla.
Mexican, Black, and Irish.
Okay, that's good enough. They now have all of your information. I will, tell where you guys can find her, but we gotta have a conversation, right? So tonight we are here to talk about what?
Passion and drive.
Okay, good job. We all know that when we don't love what we do, we don't do it with conviction or enthusiasm. Why is this? Because each one of us is born with an innate desire to pursue his or her passion. Yet so many of us are stuck in boring careers or humdrum lives because we're too scared to take the risk of doing what we love. I hear this all the time. And as she mentioned earlier, we do have several family brands that we are working on, that we are in the process of launching. And in sharing some of that information with some other people that I know, they're like, oh, well, you don't care about a personal life, or I couldn't do that because that's too much work. For me, all of the things that I am venturing into with my daughter, with my family, with my businesses, they are all things that I love to do. That's how they came about. And I feel like when you do what you love, then it's not work. Do you feel that way, or you feel differently?
I feel that way. And you can do whatever you put your mind to. Even if you say you can't, you can.
You just have to will it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Passion is not something we can develop or create. Like, drive, you can. You can figure out what fuels you. You can figure out what makes you want to do something. Or, like she just said, you can talk yourself into actually doing it. But passion is not something we can develop or create. It is created by what excites and stimulates us. In turn, passion creates the drive and motivation to succeed. Great people follow a simple equation. Layla, you're doing too much. They pursue their passion. Passion creates drive and fuels their hunger to succeed. Richard Branson is the perfect example. His passion for disruption and innovation has made him one of the most respected entrepreneurs in the world. Becoming a billionaire in the process was a bonus.
What's an entrepreneur, and who is Richard Branson?
An entrepreneur, I'm glad you asked, is what you are in training. An entrepreneur is when someone takes their own vision, their own passion, something that they love. They work at it, they formulate how to make it successful, and they turn it into a business. Who's an entrepreneur that you know?
You.
No. You live with him. He owns his own
Dad.
business. There you go. So Layla's dad is a successful photographer. He has been doing it for about 3 to 4 years now. So that, like, all the hard work that you see Daddy do, when he comes up with his invoices, when he comes up with his vision for his photography, that's what being part of an entrepreneur is. Russell Brunson is a very well-known speaker. So whenever you go to a conference or a network event or anything like that, and you see the people up there that are speaking to the rest of the crowd,
like those.
Pastor Todd.
Yeah. And they have those little blocks and the micros coming out.
What?
You know what? Never mind. Let's just move on.
So essentially a speaker is anybody who has a microphone and they're giving a message to other people. So right now in this
Like what
platform,
we
in this
did at
space,
my Christmas program.
yes, you were a speaker at your Christmas program and you did a very good job, by the way. So what we're really going to get a little bit deeper into when it comes to passion and drive, the purpose of this conversation is to share some insight on how to maintain your passion and your drive. So the first thing that you can do to maintain your passion and drive, go ahead.
Don't compromise.
This quote from great Nelson Mandela sums it up. There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Never settle for second best when it comes to something you are passionate about. It must be all or nothing. The more passionate you are about not compromising, the more likely you are to succeed. So, do you understand what that means?
I think so.
So you understand what compromise means? So a compromise is what this is saying, what we're saying is when you want to go for something, go for that thing.
Oh, it's like when you put your mind, when you think you can't do it, put your mind to whatever you do, you can do it.
Yeah, but put your mind and your actions to the first thing that you think of.
Yep. Like painting.
What? This is her first time, so we got to work out the flow. Like mommy has to be able to say and deliver what my coaching does. So in compromise, like we have as humans, we have so many ideas and so many things that come to our mind, right? So you'll think of the first thing, and if you allow your mind to take you through like the steps that you feel you need to do to get to that thing or to accomplish that thing, you may start to second guess yourself. You may start to doubt yourself. You may start to think that it is something that is unachievable, and you will settle for something else. One of the major spaces in which people do this is relationships. And like I said, I'm no relationship coach, and that's not necessarily what I'm here to talk about, but it can be in any sort of relationship that you have. Like there are times where she and I may not be on the same page. Like I may tell her, Layla, clean up your room. And she's like, okay, or she takes a super long time to do it. I'm not willing to compromise on her having to clean her room because it is a necessity that needs to get done. However, there may be opportunities for good compromise, like when it comes to selecting something for dinner. I may say, Layla, do you want this or do you want that? I could want something, but she could want something else. And if I'm letting her pick what it is to eat, then I will go with her compromise. But when it comes to this life that you have to live, because you only are afforded the opportunity to live one, you have to make the most at what you want out of your life. So do not compromise when it comes to your visions or your goals as it pertains to your life. Go ahead.
Let your passion stimulate everything you do.
Let your passion stimulate.
Stimulate. What's stimulate?
Everything you do. Look at even the most mundane tasks and goals as another step that is bringing you closer to greatness. This will help you complete these tasks faster and better. So when it comes to like, if there's something that you have to do, when it comes to what's something that you're told to do but you don't like to do it.
I really hate.
Well, say anything about hating anything.
No, I really don't like that. I keep stepping on my Legos and I have to clean them up when I don't want to.
Well, that's the thing. So your Legos, you play with them because that is a part of your passion. It stimulates you. But sometimes you can let your Legos get out of control, and then there are like 1,000,001 Legos on the floor. Your passion went overboard, but you know you have to control. Yes. So what do we do to be able to control those types of things? Yes, we put it back where it belongs, or we don't take out as much, right?
Only take out the parts that we need.
Right. No. No, you may not. So the next one is don't let fear of failure hold you back. If Christopher Columbus, Henry Ford, or Thomas Edison had allowed the fear of failing to limit them, the world would be a different place. Fear of failure leads to defeat and discourages you from sticking to your guns. So just do it. Jump in with both feet. So the three guys that I just mentioned, do you know who they are?
Thomas Edison.
What did he do? What is he known for?
Being a lawyer?
Nope. What did you just ask me to turn off?
Blue.
So Thomas Edison was the inventor of the light bulb.
Oh, all right. Henry Ford. Entrepreneur.
Yes, Henry Ford is the man who came up with the Ford car line. So the Ford Mustang.
Oh my God.
And then Christopher Columbus. All right, stop.
I don't know.
Christopher Columbus is who is noted for finding the Americas. He's the one that discovered America.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that. She's only 8. We'll tell her about that later.
Tell me now, please.
What this is saying is, could you imagine if we didn't have the history of Thomas Edison making the light bulb? You know how many times Thomas Edison failed at making the light bulb before he made the light bulb?
No.
And it was over 700 times Thomas Edison did not get the light bulb right. And it took that one time, him never giving up, always trying to get better and better. And then he was able to make the light bulb work.
Yeah, but don't you make glass out of flour? Or do you make flour out of glass?
What are you talking about? Okay, she's all the way confused. But could you think about how the world would be if we didn't have these lights that are above us right now? If we didn't have what we need to like watch TV, to have the headlights on the car to be able to drive, the light in your phone, yeah, life would look completely different. But what that says is you have people who you cannot let fear hold you back. Even you at 8, when you're learning something new, I know you get very frustrated when you do not understand it right off the bat.
My mind is off the top of the roof.
But in order to learn it, in order to be successful at that thing, you have to keep working at it. You have to keep improving at it. You cannot give up. Your popsicle business that you mentioned, you have to figure out what flavors you want to do. You have to figure out what you want your marketing, your stickers, like all of that stuff. It's not going to be 100% how you wanted it in the beginning. Lord Jesus. I told you, y'all are going to get some bloopers. I need you to excuse yourself. You're doing too much. I'm going to keep on with the task at night at hand right now. But for you who are watching, all the way upstairs. Y'all have to forgive her. Like, she has no manners, no home training, and it's not my fault. I'm just saying. But yeah, don't let the fear of whatever hold you back. There is comfort on the other side of being uncomfortable. If you are currently in a situation or a season where you feel uncomfortable, stick it out. Continue to press forward, because I am telling you, the more you continue to work at it, the more you continue to put the action that you need in place, the more that you continue to increase your knowledge like you need to, it won't be so fearful. It won't be such a scary thing. Sit down, sweetheart. So like I said earlier, just jump in with both feet. Like, what is the worst that could happen? At least if you jump in with both feet, you have a better chance of landing more on a solid ground, as opposed to if you just like kind of put your toes in the water just to test and see what's going on. You're not getting the full effect of the growth that you're actually supposed to be experiencing. And that's not what we're here for. That's not why you're watching this conversation. That's not why you're a part of the work in progress community. So don't let the fear of failure hold you back from anything. This one, many of us, y'all aren't gonna like what I have to say, but it's a part of the truth. Go ahead.
Find the hero. Eliminate the pursuit of profit.
Eliminate the pursuit of profit. Money should never be a passion in of itself. Taking money out of the equation will ensure that you are motivated for all the right reasons. Mommy, you may not know this, but mommy struggled with this one when it came to this business, because you see, there's all this stuff on social media that says, oh, be a coach now and make 6 figures and 7 figures and all this. And I'm not gonna lie, I made the investment to see if it was right for me. And even after making that investment, I understand that that is not the purpose. That is not why mommy does this. Mommy does this to serve and be of service. I went through some things in my own life. I am also a work in progress, just like everybody else who's joining us on this conversation. But in me going through what I went through, I also understand the value of being able to help other people and to help you as well. Stop being silly.
One thing, a fun fact, actually, 3 fun facts. We have 3 pets.
That has nothing to do with eliminate the pursuit of profit.
3 fun facts.
No.
1.
Okay, so the next one is to find a hero. Choose a passionate role model whom you admire. Learn how he or she became great despite obstacles and setbacks. And you heard that word great. Great as in how you see them, not necessarily for their physical strength, not necessarily for their fame. We already talked about what greatness is not, but you can have a perception and a perspective of what you deem as great, but it should honestly be something that stems from you and radiates out. Because if you are looking to find a hero, then you need to find someone who is in synchronicity with you, someone who shares the beliefs that you share, someone who may have started from the same passions that you have, someone who you can look at to say, oh, okay, well, this person, I can see their story. I see what they've gone through. I've seen how they've been able to help other people, and I want to be able to go out and do the same. There's nothing like having a hero keeping you inspired and driven. So who would you say, Layla, is your hero?
You and Dad.
And why?
Because Dad keeps me under this roof. He gives me food, and the same thing for you. And also because you're my mother and I love you like, you know.
Okay. All right, that's enough. So then that takes me into the next one, which is surround yourself with like-minded people. Avoid the cynics and negative people who always have sarcastic or discouraging remarks.
Or sarcasm.
I just said that.
Yeah, but you said sarcastic.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Or discouraging remarks. These people should be avoided as a rule, but more so when you are striving to become great. Whenever and if you are currently in the process, Elizabeth, If you are currently in the process of trying to achieve or unlock, I don't even want to say achieve, greatness is already in you. There's nothing necessarily to achieve when it comes to that. Right now, the purpose of this conversation series is to unlock the greatness that already lives within you. If you have committed yourself to unlocking not even just the seven secrets that I'm sharing with you, but whatever secret level of greatness that you have locked within yourself, if you have committed to unlocking and putting yourself on that journey, then you need to be mindful of the people that you have actually around you. When you are trying to elevate, there is a natural force called resistance, and I've talked about this before. Resistance is the thing when you go higher, it pulls you down. When you move forward, it pulls you back. When you think differently, it will take you back to your original thought process.
And that happens to me a lot.
Okay. And you cannot have people around you when you are actively going through progress that don't motivate you, that don't believe in you, that always have something negative to say. Like if you are like me and you want a Ferrari Roma and you got those people who tell you, oh, you'll never have that car, or not, oh, why do you want that? It's like, why do you want that? Those types of people are not the type of people that you need around you when you are growing and wanting to achieve a greater level of life. Those are not the people that you need to have around you when you are in the process of unlocking your passion and your drive. Oh, Lord. So the bottom line, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up a little bit earlier. Yeah. Layla, you're a distraction. I'm supposed to be on here for an hour and I've only done like 30 minutes. So the bottom line is pursue your passion with a passion. Pursue your purpose with a passion. Pursue your passion with a purpose. Don't let anything or anyone discourage you from fulfilling your dreams, and let the pursuit of uncompromising excellence be your driving force. Layla, what are your thoughts on our conversation tonight? How do you feel about your passion and your drive in life? I know you're getting older. I know you're starting to explore and uncover and think about more interesting and different things. So, do you feel like you have like a good amount of things that you are passionate about in life? Yeah.
My favorite colors: soccer, gymnastics. What was it? Music and are you ready? Spirit, being on this live, being with mom, going to Tulsa, seeing Okamar, seeing Coltrane and Leroy, which is our new pet, and also two more things.
So do you know
having my life?
That's not passion. Now you're just saying the things that you like. So we need to further continue this conversation so you can have an understanding, but we'll do so at a different time. Do you know what drives you? Do you know what that means? Do you feel like you have a good amount of drive in your life?
Confused in all the ways.
So drive is the thing that fuels you. It's the thing that makes you want to pursue your passions. Do you understand that? Like, does that make sense?
Still confused in all ways.
It's your why. So why do you want a popsicle business?
Because it's too hot in the summer.
Nah, I can tell you.
And I'm dying in the heat in summer.
But I can tell you that's not a good enough reason. Because with that being the reason, you're not going to want to stick to all of the stuff that it's going to take to make your business successful. Remember, we've already had like planning meetings where we had to talk about logo, we had to talk about colors, we had to talk about popsicle sticks, we had to talk about flavor. If you don't have the drive to want to make that happen, if you don't have the drive to want to invest the time that's needed to make your popsicle business a success, it's not going to be a success. So maybe we need to have a conversation about your drive for your popsicle business.
One sec, guys.
Well, while she does whatever she's going to do, I do want to take the time out to say thank you for joining me in this conversation tonight. I will continue to work with my co-host so she can understand the flow of how this is supposed to work, and that we can remain that's what I'm talking about. So that we can remain connected and engaged with each of you. I'm going to have a conversation with her about her passions and her drive, just to make sure that she is fully aligned with them as it pertains for herself. I also want to take the opportunity to let you know that I have a very free resource for you guys. It is the Wired for Greatness ebook. I will put the link in the comments so you can just click it and download it. It is a very good read, and it will help tie all of these conversations, all of the 7 secrets that we are going to unlock. We've only done 3 so far, so that means we still have 4 left. I am geared up, I am excited, and I am ready to share the rest of those 4 with you. If you are in need of any additional support, whether it is a shoulder to lean on, whether it is a ear to be a sounding board, whether it is someone to vent to,
A shoulder to cry on.
That's a good one. Where I am here, I am available. I am looking forward to connecting with as many people as I can in order to push this movement of the work in progress further than where it is right now. And the only way that I can do that is through connecting with each and every one of you, however you see fit. Layla, you have anything else you want to say before we close it out? No fun facts.
Fun fact.
I said no fun facts.
Okay. I have some popsicle flavors I want to share with y'all.
No, this is not the platform for that.
I have.
This is not the platform for that.
Yeah, but you talking about my popsicle business too.
I used that as an example for what we were talking about.
Can I at least just say it?
No, you cannot. We can create a separate post for that. So with that being said, my co-host is going crazy right now. I look forward to having more conversations with more sane people moving forward throughout the year of 2023. If you would like to connect with me and be a part of the conversation, like live and in person, or to be able to be live, maybe on split screen or whatever, but to be an active part of the conversation, feel free to hit me up and I will work out those details with you. We are going to get off of here and enjoy the rest of our night. I hope you guys have a very good weekend. I know that we are looking forward to our flight back to Tulsa tomorrow, all of the fun things that we have lined up, and then also being able to celebrate as a family for Christmas. Next week, there will be another conversation. I have not determined if it's going to be live yet or not, only because it is so close to Christmas, but I will deliver the next secret number 4 to you guys next week as usual. So from Layla and I, let us be the first to say we will see you all next week.
Without the red nose, have a very
good night,
shady nose. And if you ever saw